Public education is just such a priority for ensuring that kids can have a shot at getting out of poverty. It's just a foundational expectation in our country that kids should have access to a high quality public education, and we're not seeing that for many kids, particularly poor and minority kids in the U.S. So as Christians, what does this mean for us? Why should we care about this issue? And I think the number one reason is really this notion of God calling us as His followers to work for justice and to work for those who have the least, sort of the least, the last, and the left out. You know, how do we ensure that those kids in particular have the best education that they can? And since, again, we have this system right now that is set up where we're seeing kids from high income families achieving at high levels from public schools and those from poorer families aren't, that's just a massive inequity that is, I think, really ripe for Christians to jump into. Beyond the sort of, justice and poverty reasons for getting involved, I think as Christians we are sort of really called to believe the best about every child. The Bible talks about us all being made in God's image, and what does that really translate into when it comes to education? And from my perspective, it really does delve into this idea that every child has inherent potential, but if we have a system and a structure that is not pulling that out, that's a child who's not going to be able to achieve his or her really God-given mission on the planet. And we're missing out on so many great ideas that young people and great careers that they could be fostering because our school system is not able to really help kids achieve at the levels we know they can. And so as Christians and people of faith, this seems like such an important issue, and I really believe that it is for us to jump in on for a host of reasons. Again, poverty, justice, but really looking at this as a human potential opportunity that I think we should tackle.